Hello YouTube, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Rebecca's Grotto. So this is my first video on YouTube or Booktube. I'm really excited to be here. I've been thinking about this for a minute now and I'm just gonna just jump the gun and here I am making my first video. Of course, what's the most appropriate first video in the Newbie Booktube tab? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I researched a little bit about the Newbie Booktube tab. I found two tags. I went ahead and I'm going to do between chapters tag. I will leave her video and her link down below in the description box so you guys can check it out. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Question number 1, where are you joining us from? I am joining you guys from California, specifically the Bay Area. That's as specific as I'm gonna get. Hello world, hello from the Bay Area. All right, question number 2, how old are you? I am 25 years old. Yeah, I'm old. Question number 3, why did you join Booktube? Where could I go to fangirl about books? Yeah, that's why I'm here. I just wanted my own little piece of YouTube. I just wanted a place where I can come in and talk about books, fandom or fangirl about books, occasionally movies and shows. You know, the Booktube community, it seems so friendly, it seems so welcoming, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So here I am. Question number 4, what does your channel name mean? Okay, so I'm going to start off with I am a huge Disney nerd. I love Disney. I love it, love it, love it. I love it so much. And so the inspiration for my channel name, Rebecca's Grotto, came a little bit from the restaurant in Disney's California Adventure, and it's Ariel's Grotto. It's a little bit of a character dining experience. The other part of where I got my name from is Ariel's Grotto, or I guess it's more of a cave, the one that she has in the movie, where she's just hoarding thingamabobs and dinglehoppers, and so she's just hoarding them, and I hoard things as well, and you know, takes a hoarder to know a hoarder, so I don't know, it just kind of seemed to fit for me. Hello, my name is Rebecca, and I am a hoarder. Question number 5, what types of books do you read? I read everything. Seriously, everything. I'm not kidding. I will read anything. I read a lot of YA, but I will read horror, sci-fi, nonfiction. If you can pitch me a book and it catches my attention, it is worth me reading. Question number 6, what is your favorite author? This is a really hard question because I will say every author is my favorite author, and it depends on the mood that I am in, and it depends on what I'm reading, but I will read a book, and if I love it, I will say, I love this author, this is my new favorite author, and then a book or two later, I will read another author and say, this is my favorite author. So this is a really hard question. It's really easy to please me. I will enjoy just about anything, so I'm just gonna leave it at that because I can't pick a favorite author. I can't! Question number 7, what's the last book you read? What was the last book I read? So the last book I read is Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. This is the second book in the, I was gonna say Jersey, in the Percy Jacksons and the Olympians series. No, I have not read this series before. This is my first time around. That's all I'm gonna say, but I'm obviously enjoying it because I moved on to book 2. So this was the last book I finished all the way through. Question number 8, what are you currently reading? Okay, so I absolutely hate to do this, but I'm currently reading 2 books. I I'm reading City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. I'm like 50 something pages in, not very far as you can see. Not very far in there. And the second book that I am reading is it's a newer publication, just recently came out, and that is the Once Upon a Time Regina Rising. Not the retelling. This is not a retelling. I'm just gonna say that. I've been hearing a lot of people saying this is a retelling. It's not a retelling, but I picked this up and I love Regina. She's my favorite character. I love Once Upon a Time. I'm obsessed with that show, and I'm about halfway through with it. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, look at those pages. And look at the cover. Oh, I love this. I love Regina so much. Question number 9. What do you use for bookmarks? So, do you guys remember when I said earlier in this video that I'm a hoarder? Yeah, I hoard bookmarks. I hoard them like there's no tomorrow. It's really bad. What I use for bookmarks, when I go to the bookstore and I see cute bookmarks with things that I like on them, I will just buy them because that's what hoarders do. They just buy things, and that's what I do. And so I'll just use one of those bookmarks. If you guys are interested, I might do a little bookmark video to show you guys what I have. My collection isn't that big, but it's more than normal people would have. So, question number 10. Show us your TBR pile. Okay, that's not really a question. That's more of a demand. But I guess this is a good time to address the elephant in the room. Awkward. So, you guys have probably noticed this hot mess of books behind me. The reason there's a hot mess of books behind me is because I'm in the middle. Not in the middle. I'm in the process of moving. We don't have a set place to move yet, but I've been slowly packing things up. Some of my bookshelves collapsed on me, and I figured since I have no more bookshelves, I was going to just start packing up some of my books. So some of my books are in boxes. A lot of them are sitting on a table in this pile that is a hot mess, and I don't have a place where I'm keeping my TBR pile. My TBR pile is all mixed in. I just kind of know what I've read in my pile and all my whole collection of what I've read and what I haven't read, so I kind of just know. Also, my TBR pile is in the hundreds. It's in the hundreds. I have no shame. I work at a used bookstore and I get such an amazing discount, and I just bring home so much more than I should be bringing home, and I have no shame. I have no shame. My shame is long gone. That ship has sailed, and so my TBR now is in the hundreds pile. If you guys really want to see my TBR pile, I am willing to make a video. It'll probably be in parts, and I'm fine with that. If that's what you guys want to see, I am totally fine to do that. Just let me know. I will make that happen for you. But hoarder. Question 11. This question kind of has a lot of parts to it, so I'm just gonna do the questions and then I'll answer them. But question 11, hardback or paperback, ebook or book, owning or borrowing. So I have absolutely no preference in hardback or paperback. Paperbacks are easier to deal with, easier to hold if they're bigger books, but I don't have a preference. Either one is fine. Ebook or book, 120% book. I just love the feeling of books, the smell, seeing the progress you're making as you're going through. So I will say definitely books. I do own an ebook. It's a Nook, and my tablet is connected to my Nook app, so I can read on my tablet, and I will read it. I'm not opposed to doing it, but I will always try and read a book over my electronic device. Okay. And owning or borrowing. Obviously owning is a lot better because, you know, when you have a gazillion books, you just want to keep bringing them home and keep owning thousands and thousands of them. But I'm okay with borrowing. A lot of my friends let me borrow some of their books, but I know that if I am going to absolutely love the book, I'm going to just want to buy it and own it. And because I work at a bookstore and I get books for dirt cheap, owning is easier for me, but not opposed to borrowing, I guess. Number 12, what got you into reading? Books? Is that an answer? That's my answer. Books. I've been reading since I can remember. I remember I remember learning to read as a child, and I have been reading forever. I might have gone through some reading slumps that lasted like a year or two, but I've always read. I've always remember reading. Of course, there's like Harry Potter that I got really into, and Twilight. Those were like my highlight points. But you know, I've always read since I can remember, and I've always been a reader. Question number 13. How did you discover Booktube? When I first started working at the bookstore, my coworkers told me about Booktube. One of my coworkers was telling me that she, you know, would drink her coffee in the morning and have breakfast and put on some Booktube and just fall down that rabbit hole. And so when she was telling me about it and what it was, then immediately I wanted to join Booktube and go down that rabbit hole myself. So I ended up researching it and going on YouTube and getting hooked. And then the first people that I started to follow, the first person that I really discovered was Tasha Paulus. Tasha Paulus, is that Tasha Paulus? She's so adorable. She's so, like, her energy, she's just the cutest thing ever. And so once I started following her, I was just instantly hooked, and I'm still here 2 years later, and I'm still in Booktube. So 14, what are some of the challenges you might face with your channel? So the main thing I'm concerned about, and I'm in a way, this is also reason why I'm doing my Booktube channel, is because I think it'll help with this challenge, and it's something that I need to be challenged with, I guess, challenged with, is I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but English is my second language, and I have a really hard time putting my thoughts together and expressing them to people and having them make sense to everybody, having them make sense to people who are not in my head. Also, that sounded like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I know that sounds like something a crazy person would say, but I'm not crazy. But I just have a hard time with it, and I feel that that's going to be one of the challenges that I'm going to face here. Question number 15. Where else can we find you on the internet? So I have social media for my personal social media, but I am working on starting an Instagram that goes along with this channel. I will link it down on the description box in future videos, and I will let you guys know in future videos when it is up and running, so you guys can go ahead and add me on Instagram. Instagram is probably going to be the only one that I do that's going to go along with this channel, but I will let you guys know in future videos when that happens. Alright guys, that looks like the end of our Newbie Booktube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this just as much as I did. I will be posting a video once a week, if not more than that. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, suggestions. Love to say hi to you guys. I would love to make some friends out there. Don't be shy, because I certainly am not. Just, you know what to do. Alright guys, until next time, happy readings.